did make the move, Schrader down and Wright up at the kicking position. Look forward to the challenge of playing the Chargers, a good football team, as we know. Look forward to bringing them here to GH Field at Arrowhead Stadium. It's always a great atmosphere, and with two good football teams playing each other. So with that, time's yours.
Andy, when you say Schrader down and Wright up,
IR.
well, IR for Schrader and
Yeah.
Wright.
Yeah.
With Harris and Butcher, how we usually thought was maybe about 4 weeks. How's his progress and does it look like on target?
Yeah, he's potentially, yes. I mean, he's doing good. We'll just see how it goes here in the next week or two. So, but he is making good progress. So that's a plus.
You know, it's a small feat to do what you guys have done there as a GM group and the special teams to get that done with those three different guys. It's a lot of credit to go around for that, isn't there?
Yeah, I always start with Brett and his crew of bringing the guys in. One of the guys we knew, so we had confidence there. But you're into your third kicker, so it's a little different. But I think it was good, for Spencer to get in there and do his thing. He was productive before he got hurt. That was great for him and whatever lies in the future for him. So, and then likewise, Wright, he'll go this weekend. So, see, if he just continues doing what he's been doing, he's done a nice job for us.
7 carries for Isaiah Pacheco. Was that a little bit of, not really in football shape yet, so you expect that workload to maybe increase?
Yeah, he ended up with 20 some odd plays. But yes, I would say yes. It was wanted to get him into the mix, get him caught up with the speed of the game. We were thinking right around 20 plays. Didn't necessarily care if the carries or not. I'm glad it worked out that way though. So he came out healthy, feeling good, no setbacks. Yeah.
Why was this year the year that Noah Grade really took a step forward? I mean, he's really increased his production a lot. What seemed to click this year?
There's probably more opportunities. Just we're doing a little bit more double tight stuff, and he's had a good blend in there. When they were doubling Kelce, he took full advantage of that, and he's a good player. Listen, he works tremendously hard at his job. He's very smart, and you knew that he would just continue to get better and better. So.
And it was just going to be the process of determining your left tackle for Sunday. What's the process this week?
Yeah, literally seeing what we can do at practice and how he feels and communication there, and I'm playing it day by day. So see how it all ends up. I think it's probably going to go that way throughout the week here. So.
You will get snaps with the ones that.
Yeah, he took some snaps last week, but this will be faster for him. Last week was a short week, so this will be a better indicator. See where he's at.
Coach, will Tooney be your guy if
That's one of the options. Yeah, that's one of the options. Wanye, still in there too. So.
In terms of workload for DeAndre since he's gotten here, has that been more reflective of what you have in for him, or is there some kind of management as well going on with wanting him to be fresh for later?
Yeah, well, some of it's just making sure he's got everything as we go. I mean, we're way into the offense, and that's a tough position that he's playing, but he's so smart. We probably increased it faster than what we normally would do with him, and he's handled it. And has had quite a few snaps. So it's we've got this rotation kind of going, and it's not one thing over another, but we got some guys that we feel can do a nice job in there, and he's obviously one of them. Quarterback seems to really trust him too.
Coach, on the Humphreys part of the equation, is that something you can, I mean, you're trying to ramp him up, get him in football shape as well, and he's obviously coming off the knee, but you've had to use multiple guys at left tackle, but is that something ideally you want to put him in and he's there for the whole game, or do you see a scenario where he can just kind of work in part-time?
Yeah, I think eventually you want to get somebody in there that does a good job. I mean, that's and really can stay in there and be that guy. And as we develop the young guys, you're going to have some hiccups, so we know that. We knew that going in, but we'll see. see if DJ can do that, he can do it, and then if he can't, he can't. So, see how
How
it goes.
challenging is it to do that at this time of year with a guy who hasn't been part of your system and you're not hitting this hard in practice and all that? Is this not ideal, I guess, but is it harder now?
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, 2 of those 3 are veteran guys that we have an option to put in there. So you're kind of banking on that. I mean, Joe hasn't had a bunch of snaps there either. Wanye and Kingsley have taken most of the snaps, so and DJ hasn't played. So other than the X number of years before this, and 9 years or 10 years before this, so we're banking on that part of it with a couple of those guys. That veteran part of it can step in there and take care of it.
We'll go last 3, Matt, Vaughan, and Pete. Go ahead, Matt.
Coach, kind of going into this final stretch, how much do you look at workloads, especially for the guys who maybe had a lot of snaps? I know Chris has played at this point 83%. That's maybe the highest rate of his career. Are there guys that you're looking to try and maybe load manage here in the next 5 games?
Possibly, not this week.
Go ahead.
Andy, I'm sure you've seen that Mike Holmgren was put forth as the coaching candidate, and it's probably very hard to sum up his influence on your career, but I wonder if you could speak a little bit to the key points of your career that he's enabled.
Yeah, the best I've ever been around. So I thought he was great at the college level. I thought in the NFL he was phenomenal. I mean, I've been a head coach now for a couple of years, and I still look back and go, I don't think anybody's done it better than what he's done it. And I've seen it all for 20 some odd years. So he just had a great way about him with people. He was tough enough. He was, he's a brilliant guy. So he just had a great handle on things.
And so if he didn't make good on his promise to you when you were at Missouri, are you still college coach?
Yeah, I'd probably be coaching the offensive line. Yeah, maybe get out of the box.
Did he also get you to San Francisco State? Was that how that went?
No, so Lavelle Edwards was friends with Vic Rowan at San Francisco State. And so that's where Mike Holmgren came from, with San Francisco State. And then in return, it was a trade. Right. So.
What are the strengths of Jim Harbaugh? I mean, when you look at him, he's obviously been successful at different levels. What does he do well?
Yeah, he's done it at every level, really. He comes from a great family, great football family. His dad's a phenomenal football coach. Could have easily coached at this level, been a head coach at this level. So he's got a great feel. He knows it from the player standpoint. He knows it from the coaching standpoint. Has a good balance of things that he works with. Good demanding coach on his players, so on. Good teacher.
I'm sorry. As you've reviewed them this week, how do you see the Chargers? How have they evolved since week 4 of that first meeting?
Yeah, they're more familiar with their schemes. That's really the bottom line, so it allows them to play faster.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good, thanks.
Especially when it's executed perfectly by Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. During the Chiefs' Black Friday matchup against the Las Vegas Raiders, Kelce used his signature play. He saw that a Raiders defender stood in his way for the first down, so he lateraled the ball to running back Samaje Perine, who was able to get a few additional yards. On Monday, head coach Andy Reid was asked about Kelce's love for laterals, and said that it's something they see very often during the week. He's been doing it for a few years. So, we do it in practice every day, Reid said. You guys see that. So this isn't just something that we throw out there on game day. I mean, it's something we do. And so everything's okay with that, just as long as you complete it. It's never designed, but somehow Kelce always does it perfectly. And that's exactly how quarterback Patrick Mahomes described it. Well, it's not designed at all. He's like the only person that would do it. I know it sometimes looks designed, but I think it's more of him just being in this offense for so long that he knows where guys are that are running different routes, Mahomes